I don't think you'll mind me saying, but Greg did say like Max Elron's run was one of the best runs he may have witnessed in general on a bike. I don't think you'll mind me saying that, and it's clearly been said on the internet. It's kind of what I noticed when we were announcing. I thought, man, I haven't always
Yeah.
given the juniors as enough credit. They're racing at different times, all that, but just the way he rode Leger and then the way he delivered there. It's a lot of expectations and pressure, but just how it looked on the bike was
Oh,
was incredible.
I'd say that the two best bike riders in the world at the moment are probably Max Alran and Jackson Goldstone, and they ride completely differently. Jackson's just so playful and so exciting to watch because he's so playful, and Max is riding like he's just cruising and it's so composed, but the speed that he's going is just phenomenal. He has this amazing posture on the bike. He's very tall, his legs are straight, his heels are down, and he just has a lot of commitment where his head and shoulders know exactly where they're going, and then everything else just follows along. And that run that he put in was, yeah, it was mind blowing, really. To set that standard and then have his, um, a good gap to second place. 3+ seconds is, or I think it's about 3 seconds, was really really impressive. And again, the time that they set, it's really hard to compare juniors to elite. I think we've all understood that sometimes we can maybe give too much credit to a junior and maybe not give them enough credit. But his time on that day was the fastest time of the day. It was faster than all the elites qualifying. So you could say obviously that the elites aren't racing. The qualifying means nothing at World Champs, but you can't take away the fact that the fastest man down the hill on Saturday was Max Alran, and it was something else to witness, wasn't it?
Yeah, especially since his brother, topped him in qualifying, which maybe helped Max. Even though it was only point 0.4 or point 0.5 in qualification, with Till being at the
Yeah.
top, I thought that's kind of where Max what should be. You know, just like, okay, I know where I'm at. I've got to push it a little bit harder, fight from behind. I thought that played really into his favor. But both the Elrond brothers, but you can't take anything from Tyler Wade to all the other juniors. Like, this just incredible times. I just am amazed at how they deal with the pressure so well. They seem to look relaxed. The riding doesn't change much. They don't look too tight on the bike, considering the moment. It's a big moment for their career.
Oh, it really is. I think that next year, 2026, it's got to be very difficult for the elites because they know there's probably 4 or 5 juniors coming up that are going to be in that top 20. They're going to be in that final, and they're going to have to raise their game, because to think that you've got Max and Tyler Waite, who again, to split the Alran brothers, you must have put in a heater. Ollie Clark was in there. And then we've got Asa, who, the poor guy with the puncture, I don't think we necessarily got to know how close he could have got. But yeah, with those guys coming up, it's going to be stressful, I think, unless you're absolutely the sharp end as an elite.